ma uniforme quelli di Zeralli.
Kami salah lah.
Alif itu ini ngeri.
Lah, kali itu kemana tuh?
Gimana tuh?
Personally, 20 plus day. Ishan.
Rumah kesempat, kemudian awak sehat itu auto.
Pampas bandaran.
Business class? Yes.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Hello.
Good evening.
You.
See you on board. How are you, madam? No, I
Entire crew would like to welcome you on board this evening's flight, shortly departing to Dubai. Joining me in the flight deck is Senior First Officer Callum Lambert, and due to the length of the flight, we're also carrying Second Captain Ricardo Ora. In the cabin, your purse is loose, assisted by cabin supervisors Mylene, Martin, and Eva. Them and the rest of the crew are going to do their very best to make sure your journey with us is safe and comfortable. We are just finishing up, closing the final hold downstairs, and very shortly closing the last aircraft door. Once we get underway, flight time to Dubai expected to be in the region of 8 hours and 40 minutes, and will eventually be cruising at 40,000 feet. You'll be able to follow the progress of the flight on the airshow channel in front of you. We're anticipating smooth conditions all the way to Dubai. That being said, do recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever seated, even if the seatbelt sign has been switched off. I'm doing the flying, so I'll get back to you just prior to descent into Dubai. We're expecting nice conditions and an on-time arrival. Thank you very much for your attention and welcome aboard.
It's a number?
Hello and welcome on board your Emirates flight today. This is your no-nonsense safety video. We do not have dancers breaking into song, characters from movies, or celebrities trying to be funny, I'm afraid.
But at Emirates, safety always comes first. So it's important that we take you through some safety features before takeoff. And you all can get back to our award-winning entertainment system. So, here we go.
Please make sure you have placed all your bags up here in the overhead locker. Or, if you have smaller bags, you can place them here in front of you.
In first class, there are storage areas inside your suite.
And if you have a laptop, turn it off. Then put it in the locker.
To take off, you need to put away your table, TV and footrest, open your window blinds, and all seats need to be completely upright. Also, we recommend you keep your shoes on for takeoff and landing.
Please fasten your seatbelt whenever the sign is on. You can tighten the seatbelt by pulling this strap and lift the top like this to unfasten it.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're in your seat, and if you're sleeping with a blanket, fasten the seatbelt over the top so we do not have to disturb you.
For departure, please keep your devices on flight mode or switch them off until we are in the air. Should you drop your device, please do not rush to find it. We will be more than happy to help, and this could avoid moving the seats, which could damage your phone.
Everyone knows it's now illegal to smoke on board, but just for clarity, this also includes electronic smoking devices.
And in case you didn't know, all the lavatories have smoke detectors.
there's a change in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will appear from above you. Hold the mask towards you like this to start the flow of oxygen. Put the mask over your mouth and nose, adjust the strap, and breathe normally. And always put your own mask on first before you help anyone else.
In the unlikely event of an emergency, when cabin crew tell you to brace, lean forward against the seat in front of you, like this. And like this if you're holding an infant.
Well, lean forward, put your arms tucked under your legs, like this.
There are life jackets under or to the side of your seat. Remove the life jacket and pull it over your head. Bring the tape around your waist and fasten at the front. Pull firmly to make sure it's secure.
Only inflate your life jacket at the door when you're leaving the aircraft. To inflate it, pull the 2 red toggles sharply downwards. You can also inflate or top up the life jacket by blowing into the mouthpiece. There's a light and whistle on your life jacket to attract attention. Cabin crew will give out life jackets or life cots for infants.
Take a moment to find the emergency exit nearest to your seat. Look back, as it may be behind you.
There are 16 emergency exits on this Airbus A380. 10 on the main deck and 6 on the upper deck.
If we need to evacuate, leave all your bags behind and follow the lights on the floor to the nearest exit. Take off high-heeled shoes before you use the safety slides.
Thank you for your attention. And if you need a reminder of any of the safety steps, you check the safety card in your seat pocket or ask us at any time.
We're now going to make the final preparations for departure. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your Emirates flight.
Our colleagues will be with you once we are airborne to ensure you receive our Fly Better experience. Thank you for flying Emirates.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Dipetahnya tuh ke sana dulu.